my spuds and buttons, I'm Vicky, this is Cat Mum Crafts, and this is an Is It Take 5 Tuesday. Now, if you remember last month, I told you about nail care. So this month we're moving on to our hands and wrists. Can you see me there? Yes, you can. Okay, I'm going to tilt myself slightly. I apologise for the rattling and the earthquake. Now, for this one, you just want a basic moisturiser. I can't find my Lush moisturiser. It's somewhere in the disaster that is my downstairs yarn cart. So I've got Nivea Soft, which is kind of weird and thick and goopy, but that's okay. So, as you'll see, I've shortened my nails again, back to my natural method. So first thing, you want a pea-sized-ish, and then you need to spread it on your hands. Now this is very cold because it's been in the fridge, which, believe it or not, helps me. I don't know if it'll help anybody else. And you just give it a rub on your hands and round your wrists. Now, you may need a bit more. I do. Just for my fingers. Give it a good rub in, so that while we're working our hands and fingers, it's got time to soak in properly. So don't worry if you go a bit over the top. Right, so I've rubbed my hand cream in. I'm going to keep some more on the side just in case. So, if we start with our wrists, what you want to do is just give them a good circle. Please excuse any clicking that comes out. I have very clicky everything. I'm in both directions. And then, once you've done your wrists, on the top side of your hand, just press up towards your fingers, not too hard because there's bones under there, and then circle back down where you've pressed up. And then we can turn our hand over. Now, if you're doing a lot of crocheting and your hand cramps up, first of all, stop. But depending on where it's cramping, that's where you want to focus. Now, mine tends to go around this bit. So, pressing reasonably hard but not too hard. You just circle round where it cramps up. Three, 4 or 5 times. I apologise for any outside noise. The kids around here are a little bit feral and they're outside playing with spades. And then it's quite helpful if you follow the lines on your hands. And the same thing. 3 or 4 times, little circular movements. I go up to 5. And you need to repeat it all on the other hand, and then you can do the same again if you want. But this is a quick 5-minute, in theory. Thing. Now you'll see here there aren't a particular lot of lines, so I'm going to go up these, and if you're working up the lines, ensures you get a reasonably decent coverage. You also want to make sure you're not pressing too hard because you can get cramp in the other hand. need some more moisturiser, but that's fine. Anyway, yes, on this bit, which doesn't have a lot of lines, just again with the little circular motions. But remember to include the sides. And you can just do that, rubbing it up and down like I'm doing. Your fingers are, and thumb, are all the same. So I'll show you on the big finger. So just a good little circular rub on each bit. I forgot what they were called. So if you do that all the way through, and then the bit that I always loved. So first of all, once you've circulated your hands, you go back and massage them. You go back, clasp them together and just give your hands a wiggle. And then, and this bit is entirely optional. Oh, I forgot to do my thumb. So, put 2 fingers around your finger, pull it out and twist. So 2 fingers round, pull it out and twist. 2 fingers round, pull it out and twist. And what that does is releases any air bubbles. Then you repeat it on the other side and give your hands one final rub over with moisturiser. I need to do this one a bit more. You can, as well as the little movements, you can do bigger ones if it suits your purpose. So like this hand was getting a bit crampy from massaging the other hand, so I've just given it a bit of a rub down. So yes, that was that. Next time, once again, you will need your hand cream, moisturiser, whatever you're using, and I would advise you to get your hands on a lacrosse ball. I got one off of eBay. It wasn't too much, it was £5 or £6 I think. Although that's not vitally important for next month, it will help. And it is vitally important for the month after, which is your neck and shoulders. So, my darlings, I'm going to leave you to it. Look after yourselves, please, physically and mentally, because, you know, I would miss you if you weren't here. And if you don't look after yourselves, you can't look after anybody else. In the immortal words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to one another. And as ever, love you 9000. Bye.